Welcome back to the show. Tonight we are discussing AI's impact on the creative scene. A very interesting conversation so far and leads us on to our next guest. Right, he is the director of Dubai AI Week, a magical annual event that happens every year focused on artificial intelligence, where global tech leaders, researchers, startups come together to showcase their latest innovations and trends and applications in AI. So let's welcome Hamad Al Shirawi. Hamad, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me today.
I know you've got a very busy schedule, especially it shows how AI's impact is happening in the region. A whole week dedicated to AI. So tell us about AI Week.
Sure. So under the directives of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, we announced under the Dubai Future Foundation the Dubai AI Week for the first time. You might have heard of some of the other events that we run, whether it's the AI Retreat or the Global Prompt Engineering Championship or the Assembly. What we did basically is we created this dynamic week, which includes 9 events taking place from the 21st to the 25th of April at the Museum of the Future, Emirates Towers, Boulevard, Area 2071, and Medina Jumeirah, so all across the Emirate of Dubai. And these events will include ones that we run, which includes the retreat, the assembly, the global prompt engineering. Also, we're running a hackathon. We're working with KHDA, and they're running a program in schools. So around 50 schools are running their own AI Week programs. In addition to the IFCs conducting the AI Festival, Polynomes running Machines Can See, amongst others that are taking place across the city, bringing together innovators, investors, influential individuals in the space, government entities, private sector and startups. So from delegations to showcases and installations, it's quite a dynamic event.
That was something I was actually interested in asking. When it comes to schools, because you mentioned schools there, what's the ethical age that you would say is okay for children to start delving into AI and not using their own creative space in their minds and using a tool to do it?
I think that's a great question. And this is why we're working with KHD, and they're conducting their own programs in schools. They're working with around 50 schools to create programs within these schools, whether it's to identify the opportunities, but also to understand some of the challenges that exist. So let's say information bias, for example, is one. So they'll work with the schools to help the students and their parents and the teachers make the best use out of AI.
I actually have a question for you. So last year, I actually was the winner of the Global Prompt Engineering competition. And I see this
Congrats
year
again.
Thank you so much. So I think it's super exciting, and I see this year you've added 2 new categories, which is gaming and video. So I wanted to ask, what are you looking forward to the most?
I think there's a lot that we can maybe sneak peek a little bit today in the interview. I think the Global Prompt Engineering Championship is one that's I think close to everyone's heart, because it's quite dynamic and it raises the bar when it comes to prompt engineering. It gives people the tools and to compete and to actually win a total prize pool of $1 million. The filming or video category is quite interesting, because I think we've all seen OpenAI and others showcasing products around filming that are a huge breakthrough. Movies that are produced completely using AI, and the great thing is you get to see people live in a quick interaction compete and showcase to each other what they can do with just a few prompts, and then get to win and be evaluated to move to the next stage.
I want to ask, I mean, obviously there's a lot of conversation at the moment about AI, and some of us, like myself, find it quite daunting. So if I was to come and participate in AI Week, is there something for newbies or people that are maybe not fully immersed in the world of AI?
The great thing about AI Week is it's very dynamic. So there's almost something for everyone. Think of a lot of the tech breakthroughs that come out. What we're doing is we're bringing them all together in one week, making it a valuable opportunity for not only the Dubai residents, but the whole world to capitalize on. You have the likes of OpenAI, Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA, XAI, all showcasing and participating, whether it's in speakers or installations or workshops at this week. So there's definitely something for everyone, and there's a lot of showcases not only on general use, but also adoption in those industries. So if you're in the media sector, let's say for the team here, there's something for everyone there. If you're talking about education or healthcare or logistics or transportation. There's a lot for people to take in.
Hamad, it is amazing to hear about all these things, and it's more than just a week, isn't it, when it comes to the UAE, especially Dubai, because one of the first places to have a minister of AI, of course, we've got the Dubai Future Foundation. What is your vision for the future of the city, hand in hand with AI?
I think that's an absolutely great question. See, in Dubai, we're always at the forefront on capitalizing on these great technologies. Not only looking at the opportunities that exist around them, but shaping these discussions, but also understanding the challenges and how to overcome them together by creating these meaningful conversations. And Dubai has always been kind of that bridge between government and private and East and West and North and South. So this has always been a great opportunity. And what we're doing here is at the Dubai Future Foundation is we've done quite a lot of initiatives to help move the needle when it comes to AI. So we've conducted actually an exercise with government entities where we matchmake them with startups in an accelerator program to identify AI use cases. So we've conducted AI use cases in healthcare, in education, in logistics. So maybe I can share one example, let's say, of one of the use cases. Is so the Dubai Civil Defense Authority wanted to conduct a certain campaign for a community that speaks around 13 languages. Normally, this would require 13 different iterations of that campaign to be conducted, causing more budget and more expenses on them to conduct this. And so they used AI to be able to do that much quicker, much more efficient, and more cost-effective. And there are tons of amazing use cases that will be shared at the week. But if I can also tell you one great thing that the community can capitalize on is the 1 Million Prompters Initiative that we announced a few months ago. So what we're trying to do here in Dubai is we want to raise the baseline. So you mentioned newbies or people who are new to this, is we want to raise the baseline. And so we announced this platform online, accessible to everybody, with a few courses and tools online, with quizzes as well. And you'll be certified with being basically prompt ready.
How to talk to
AI.
AI.
Exactly, how to talk to AI. And we're targeting 1 million individuals across the next 3 years within the Emirate of Dubai.
Well, you've got 3 right in front of you.
And a champion.
No. And what's your opinion on the ethical side of things, like when it comes to the human, I mean, there's a lot of biases, of course, that brings with AI, unfortunately, but then what's the mediator that would be for us as like creatives or government entities that will safeguard that?
That's quite a common question that's asked, and I believe the approach to it would not be to govern AI, but the real answer is to govern the use cases. And this is why these discussions are actually discussed at the AI week. You have questions around that, questions around people are asking whether their jobs will continue to be relevant. And if you look at the internet, for example, when the internet first broke out and became popular, people had similar concerns when it comes to the challenges. And this is why it is an opportunity for us to understand the opportunities, understand what it means to us in our industries, how we can capitalize on them, understand the challenges as well that exist, and how to overcome them.
And with so many events